Welcome back, guys. We're nearing Christmas 2000. It's the 23rd of December. What we're wanting for Christmas is not going to be Robert Dunn, who was in the comments. Someone said to check him out. 21 years old, 2 caps, 2 goals, 5.5 million, which is a bargain considering they paid £375,000 for him. He got 12 Premiership goals last year. He's dropped off a bit this year, but he's got some good intangibles there. But what we want for Christmas is to still be top. That's right, people. Away from both Charlton and Everton over the last few games. And if I go into player stats here, Lee Hughes is now off scoring and filling his boots with goals. We've still got no one anywhere near this other than Matt Holland down there with 4. So we've got a drop off from the deadly duo, but they have become the deadly duo. And we've also finally got Hartson back. So how have we ended up top? Let's have a look at the fixtures. Beat Brentford 2-1, beat Barnsley 4-0, beat Fulham 2-0, beat QPR 2-1, lost to Oxford 3-1, who are right down the bottom, and then dismantled Wigan. And we also got taken apart by Tranmere. So it's not been completely plain sailing. If you have a look at this, look, this was a crazy game. Lee Cardsley, Jason Kumas, Darren Byfield, Aaron Parkinson, all scoring for them, along with Carl Bradshaw. We were 3-0 down there before we'd even fully started. We have had quite a few injury issues. Johnson is still unhappy. If we go to transfers, out, we've already had a departure in Robbie Savage, 1.2 million to Los Angeles Galaxy. So he is off. Wasn't really using him. Decided to put him on the transfer list. And we have got some good money for him because we did not. Let's have a look at Robbie Savage. There we are. We paid 450,000 for him. 6 appearances, 9 subs appearances, 1 goal even. Just the single, doesn't need the S. And then we got 1.2 million to Los Angeles, and he's not played for them yet. So pleased with that business. I've got a few of the guys on the transfer list. We're looking to bring in a few more people as we go through. And I'm also trying to turn Steven Gerrard into an attacking midfielder. I don't know if his adaptability and his versatility is going to prevent that, but I have been playing him in that role. So just to see what happens. I don't recall this ever working in the past, but we have got Bradford, the arch enemies of the channel. We've got Bradford, Bristol, and then a cup game versus Arsenal away at Highbury. So a tricky test. Wait for us to check how we're doing. Get into this game versus Bradford. Going to check our team. Mullins is going to come out because he's on a 90. So let's see, is Keats back? Keats is back. So we're going to have a little play around. I'm going to get Laurie back in. Carr is another one of those players that I've bought up for sale. And we nearly did move on Bobby Petter. But again, I got greedy. Warner is back as well, I've just spotted. And he's ended up staying with us for the time being. So I want Keats there, and I want Keats and Gerrard to swap places. Luna just cannot get going this year. Every time he plays a game, it feels like he gets injured. And what did Bobby Petter do in his last game? Do you know what? I'm going to drop him out for Recif. Hartson is back. Grabbed a goal since he's come back. Again, he's been injury plagued. And then we're going to leave. I'm going to leave Dalu on the bench for now. And we're going to go with that. So it's Wright, Holland, Simica, Warner, Robertson, Laurie, Keats, Gerrard, Recif, Hughes, and Palencia. Normally Holland would play on this right-hand side, but because he's been scoring from there, I am going to leave him there for this game. And here we are. We are at home. Let's go on to fast because it's Bradford. We'll play Bradford on fast, Arsenal on fast, and the game in between on very fast. Now, Valencia keeps going through these spells where it feels like he won't score for a couple of games, but then he'll get 2 or 3 goals. And then, like I said, around that, Lee Hughes is now becoming a regular contributor. So after all the issues we had with him last year, coming in and seeming like he couldn't score, he's now keeping Hearts in the big money signing and David Johnson, the perennial moaner, out of the team. But let's going to get to 20 minutes, and this is roughly about when I remember that I've not looked at the opposition. So let's see what they are doing. Palencia strikes it with fury though, and it's 1-0 as oh, the goal won't stand. The ref had blown his whistle. Hughes had straight into an offside position. What are they playing? They're playing 4-4-2. Who's Tony Battersby? Where have they got him from? He's come from Lincoln. And have they got Marlon? Welcome back, Marlon Beresford. It's great to see you. A decent, like, he only played 9 games last year, 2 games this year. Free signing. Solid. Wish him all the best. Would like to see him concede today. He did used to get a lot of clean sheets though here at Portman Road, so hopefully that's not going to backfire on me. Got Tommy Mooney as well. Rissif on a booking, so I need to keep my eye on him. Yellow card for ranking. Ian, not Mark. If only Blake could have finished. Oh, and we've got a goal. Was that Lee Hughes? Goal won't stand again. It was, as I say, it looked like a Steven Gerrard assist as well. So I'm interested to see. They've ruled out our 2 shots on goal because obviously they weren't onside, I presume. But I feel like we're doing pretty well considering the stats seem to suggest otherwise. Now, it would be disastrous to concede a goal about now. And it is half-time. There's good attendance here, 20,000. Lee Hughes is playing at 5. So I think it's going to be, even with his improved form, I think we're going John Hartson territory here. Let's get the big men, or the bigger players on. Hartson denied a great goal, so he's straight into the action. This is his chance to try and take away that second striker spot if he can get truly going here. Corner kick. And there we go. Left him on partly because didn't have any other attacking midfielders on the bench. But Vidar Rissif, that's his 2nd goal. It's only his 5th start. He's another one who's been in and out due to injuries. And we've scored again. It's Palencia. He's hit that from 20 yards. And we're taking this away from Bradford now. Now, the significance of a win being that is going to leave us top at Christmas. Now, I'm going to get Darren Caskey on. I know he's trying to leave, but I'm going to bring him on for Rissif just because of that yellow card. And then I'm going to swap those 2 around just to try and progress Steven Gerrard's transition to an attacking midfielder so we can use him in both spots. Carl Laurie must score. The ball hits Ashley Ward, I think. Is it Ward? Which Ward have they got? Matt Holland has scored again. He's turned into a goal machine. Darren Ward, of course. It wouldn't make sense for Ashley Ward to be that far back. This has turned into a good win, this. I know they're not as up there as they used to be. Beresford with a good save. Feel like he's hopefully played. Oh, he's got a 5. Seems to have made a lot of saves though. Like to think he's going to get a little pleasant round of applause from the Ipswich fans behind the goal. And there we go. First game of the episode. 3-0. Bradford never really troubled us. Richard Wright, man of the match. Palencia with a goal. Vidar Rissif opening the score with a header, and then Matt Holland with his 5th league goal of the season. They have all come from centre back as well, I believe. There might be 1 or 2 that. Well, there might be 1 that was when he was pushed into midfield in 1 game. But let's have a look at our rivals. Charlton have won, and where at Everton have they played? Everton have won as well. So it's still very tight, but we're starting to pull away from Stockport and Birmingham and West Ham. You're not going to rule them out, but as I always say, there's a lot of teams for them to overhaul there to get back into this automatic promotion race that we are firmly in. Now, Marnix Calder, agreed terms with Feyenoord. He's off on a free transfer. He's currently off on loan at Bury. He's not doing great. He's not developed into a player that we would hope, so we will be losing him, sadly. And then here we are. Manishi has no interest yet. We will be back for him, though, later to check on if he has changed his idea. And we're not going to check that now on camera. We're going to get to the next game. Now, a little interlude here to bring you back. I was going to do this at the end, but it's come up here. Just the fascinating story of Nick Barmby, who you may remember was playing for Everton in this save. Currently at Real Madrid, who he has just transferred to on a Bosman. So partway through the year, he's moved to Real Madrid, not played a single game, played 2 games for Real Madrid B, and now is off to Middlesbrough in the third in the Premiership. I said in the Championship, third in the Premiership for about £7 million, £6 million, I believe that is. So it's no wonder Real Madrid have got so much money. There we go, 5.75 million, so just shy of £6 million for a guy who has been there less than a month. It's good money if you can get it. Let's have a check of our team, though. We're going into this game versus Bristol, and we always get scored past by Bristol. Rissif is struggling, so I'm going to bring Petter back in. I'm going to commit to that. There was someone else here, that Carl Laurie. Do you know what? I'm going to take Carl Laurie out. Neil Clement is now back. He's on low, but I'm going to give him a chance over Carr. I know Carr's got the better tackling and the better pace, but I'm getting rid of him. I want to see how life is with this man. And Mullins is still injured. There's no other changes here, I don't think. Hughes is keeping his place for now. I don't have an attacking midfielder I can put on the bench that is fit, so I'm going to have to tell you what I will do. I'm going to bring Musto in, though, for Kasky. Very fast. Ashton Gate, Bristol, Tuesday the 26th. It's Boxing Day. Hopefully we've not had too much turkey. We've definitely had too much turkey because John Dickerson has already scored. Is it too much to ask for a simple, smooth sailing episode where we just win every game and everything's great? Apparently so. I've only made 2 changes. We're back in this. They've only had that 1 shot. And we've scored. It's Robertson, the wing-back. That's his 4th goal of the league campaign. They got Kevin Davies, haven't they? I'm sure I just saw. Let's have a check of their team at half-time. We'll see how things are going and what they're doing. They normally play 4-4-2. They're still playing 4-4-2. They've not got Kevin Davies. Why did I think that? Who have I confused with Davies? Oh, they've got Kelvin Davis. And he's in goal. So hopefully he was not forward. Playing all the football. Who's this lad here? Let's have a look at us. We're doing good here. We just need to do a bit better. Lee Hughes, you've not scored on episode. You've been on fire off of it. You've got 15 to 20 minutes before it's John Hartson's time. It is John Hartson's time now because that's not 15 to 20. Oh, we've scored. Do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with the fair-headed stepchildren. Lee Hughes just about to go off. Bobby Patter has scored. First goal of the season. Surely they can't be scored now. And things are going well. It doesn't matter if we lose against Arsenal because we're away and everyone expects us to lose. But we're going to have a go. But for the time being, we came in top. We're leaving top. We've opened up a 3-point gap because one of those has obviously lost. Charlton have lost and Everton have lost. Everton have lost to Southampton. That looks like a good game, that 3-1. Who scored the goals? Colin Luckett, Matthew Agogo. Where's he? Right, he's a regen. What's Letizia doing this year? It's not. You think he would be tearing up the championship, even with his declining physical attributes. But there we go. Could this be? I'm starting to believe, people. I'm starting to believe Birmingham could get right back in this automatic promotion race here, and we've got them, haven't we? We've got them after the cup. I tell you what, bonus 4th game. So we've not got 100% league record because we're adding in another game mid episode. Ipswich 6 games won in a row between Saturday 2nd of December and Tuesday 26th November is a new record. Right, I am in for Kenny Lunt. Here he is here. But Sheffield Wednesday are always trying to steal the players from Crewe that I want to steal from Crewe. And it's starting to frustrate me. They're 20th in the Premiership, so I'm hoping that we are swapping places with them come the end of the season. So hopefully Kenny Lunt's going to show some ambition and he's going to choose me over them. Now, he was coming up as a young player, so I'm hoping Wednesday are going to make the mistake of trying to put him as a youth player, whereas I've put him as an important player with a massive £220,000 signing on bonus. So let's test his resolve. Martin Butler, though, off to Wimbledon, and Tom Youngs is off somewhere as well, if you do remember them from when we were checking out Cambridge. And Stuart Niven is off to Barnsley, who are in the division below us now, I believe, aren't they? Yeah, they're in Division 1, potentially going even further than that. So Niven, not really done anything, not improved. He's just a forgotten man in the reserves, so he will be leaving. It would be nice to try and get rid of some of those players that are in the reserves because we are very full. Masio, manager of the month, not what I want going into a tricky January and tricky cup game, but I will take it. I don't have time to get my little small bottle of Subbuteo champagne out. Well, maybe we'll see that on the next episode. And there we go. So we've got a Manager of the Month award and we've got the Young Player of the Month award. So it is Carl Laurie. And as you see, he is developing really nicely. I would like his crossing to be a bit stronger than it is, but it's not stopped him getting 4 assists. So he has taken that wing-back role. And then Dave Johnson, he's you know, if he's not moaning about playing, he's just constantly off playing for Jamaica. And he's only got 3 caps. So I'm like, look, you're not even getting a game. They only play one up front. Who is Harris? I mean, he's better than Wild Harris, isn't he? He's not better than Marcus Gale. I will concede that. But Marcus Gale's only got... Well, he's got 8 goals and 19. That's a tidy record. But he's not even on the bench. Who is this guy? I'm like, you're going over to Jamaica and you're not even getting in front of Andrew Williams and Andy Williams, but yet you're moaning at me that you want to be playing for the team top of the championship. How's Jermaine Pennant doing? Could he be an attacking midfielder? He's got some of the stuff you would want. They should be delighted with me. Oh, Tom Youngs has spurned the teams who were interested in him, which was Sunderland and someone else, and he's re-signed for Cambridge. I rate that. I've got time for that. And then you have to forgive the amount of messages that are coming up. I have got scouts all over the world, and I've done what I used to like doing in the previous era that's come back to me. I like to double up my scouts, so I've got 2 in Japan, 2 in Scandinavia, and I'm trying to cross-reference the recommendations that both of them are giving me as a way of checking on the players. Now Darius Vazel, he is on fire. Off on loan at Rochdale. Look, 10 goals, 18 games. Not someone that I'm going to be interested in, though, and not someone that I want constant updates on. I'm beginning to rate Sheffield Wednesday so much. Now, here we are, 3rd round. People know I love the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We're away. We couldn't have really got a more difficult draw. Ashley Cole is a right-sided attacking midfielder on here, by the way, and is right-footed. So that shows how old this game is. But Arsenal have got a good side coming into this. They're playing that sweeper system. They have changed since I last saw them, because last time they were playing Bergkamp as an attacking midfielder. But look, they got Lamouchi. And Ground's there. How's Grondin? How much is he? Listed for loan. Let's just get him on the watch list for the time being. But look, someone that we're going to have to try and keep quiet here is Nicholas Anelka, who's almost up to 10 Premiership goals already. Now, we've got Mullins back. I am going to bring Mullins in. So I'm going to drop Gerrard for the time being. But Mullins there. Gerrard is going on the bench. This does mean that maybe I can finally get David Johnson into the side. And I'm going to leave Petter there for now. Look, we're 100%. I'm going to take Deleu off because he's injured. I've just remembered that we rested Kyle Laurie, didn't we? So let's get Clement off, Laurie on. And we should be perfect. No goalkeeper. I tell you what, I'm going to change that. Let's bring Tony. It is Tony, isn't it? Let's bring Tony on. Not even featured for us yet. I'm not taking Richard Wright out, though. So we are away. Didn't check on Luna. They've come out with an attacking style. Let's see if they've changed from what they've got. And they've got Andy Cole in, who was their 4 million signing, who came up on screen. Wow, they have changed. So this is closer to what I saw before from them, where they've got Bergkamp behind the strike force of Andy Cole and Nicholas Anelka. And they've got Michael Pavon as well. What did they pay for him? 2.4 million. So we are on good form. They are 7th in the Premiership. They've got Andy Cole. And we've just snuffed out a chance for Nicholas Anelka there. And Richard Wright has already made a save. So they've had 2 shots. I'm like, priority for us is promotion. That's it. It was nice to have a little bit of a run in the Cup. And it would be nice to have a little bit of a run in the FA Cup. But being eliminated early in round 3... I feel like it's only going to play into our advantage for that promotion race. And we saw it with Fulham last year. They got quite far, didn't they? I can't remember if they got to the final or the semi-final. But, Mullins. We've scored. Mullins, it said he must score. It looked like he'd messed the chance up, but then he has scored. After all of my preemptive, doesn't matter if we go out talk, we're now 1-0 away at Highbury. And look how glorious Highbury is. I miss this ground. I think I miss this ground more than any Premiership ground we no longer have. Or football ground. Doesn't just have to be Premiership. And you think this would be a high scoring game, considering there's more than 2 goals on the field. Look, you've got 1, 2, 3 up here, and then you've got the 2 side goals. So there's goals all over the pitch. Andy Cole's found one of them. And it is 1-1. But 1-1 if we're going into the half at 1-1. He's missed the target. Is decent. We've only had 2 shots, but we're away at Arsenal. Dean Keats having a shocker and he's already booked. I now regret not putting Reesif on the bench, but let's get Gerrard and let's tell him to go a bit further forward. So hopefully that's going to keep him on long shots. We've got Van der Sar in goal. I missed that. Well, Holland's just played the ball instead of the man. Now they're having to make subs, which I think is credit to us, isn't it? Now Lee Hughes, he is going to come off here, even if he scores, because I want this man on. I want him to stop moaning. I want him to get a goal. And then if I need to, John Hartson can come on the other side. Oh, Keats has just handled the ball though. Now, I am reaching... Potentially would prefer Arsenal to win than a draw. I'm not going to go Masio-Ball though. Oh, is this an own goal? It is an own goal. He was trying to... It was Kyle Laurie. He was trying to square that to David Johnson. It's not got to Johnson and it's hit Jean-Michel Ferry. And we are 2-1 up. Now we've got Big John on. This is his chance for revenge. Has he been Arsenal in this version? Right, can't hold on the ball, but it looks like Simica's lashed it clear. We've got 10 minutes left till we get a very famous draw. Arsenal have levelled the match, and is his first game, isn't it? Look, 4.3 million, and he saved them. Final whistle. I said I didn't want a draw, but I'm still pleased with that. Vance Warner's not had a great game. Willie Sagnol, that's what I wanted. I wanted an 8 from you. But we've drawn with Arsenal. That's credible, and that shows that we've built a decent team capable of competing. Because we could have been like Marine. Look, they lost 5-0. Right, Ipswich Town versus West Ham has been rearranged. The next game, though, should be okay. Right, Port Vale have made an offer of... Port Vale, you could offer 2.1 billion. I'm never selling anyone to you. I'm not even giving you a reason. They're 14th in the Premiership. That's annoying. I was hoping they were going to be struggling down the bottom. Way at St Andrews. Dele Adebola starting with the ball. And we're in the glorious orange. Not doing great here though, are we? What? I'm trying to think what I want Birmingham's tactics, not mine. What is this? Defensive counter. So they've got back four with 2 wing-backs pushed on. They've got 3 holding midfielders with 2 of them pushed on, and then they've got 2 attacking midfield. So this is more of a 4-3-3 really, isn't it? Or almost a diamond. Great to see Pavel Cernacek's there though. So it's no wonder we're struggling due to that crazy formation that they've got. I'm going to go big funnel. So we're going to move Holland to right back. So we've got Warner and Simica across the middle. Carl Laurie's going to go into midfield. Luna is going to go here. And Rissif is going to come on for Hughes. Where is he? Now Gerrard's playing a 5. Is Carl Laurie both-footed? Yes. So let's move those 2 around. So Carl Laurie's come into midfield. And let's see, what is this going to do for us? Can we keep up our winning streak? Or am I going to regret adding Birmingham to the episode? With 20 minutes to go, it's going to be Big John time, I think, if it's still 0-0. Let's get that clicked. Someone's just hit the stanchion. Oh, it's David Johnson. Tell you what, this is your chance, David Johnson. Oh, no. 90th minute winner from Frank Conway. And that's put Birmingham right back in it. And you can't say they don't really deserve that. Because if you look at the shots on goal, they've outproduced us. And they're up to 3rd. That's a massive win for them. And we're now waiting on other results. David Johnson requested to leave Ipswich Town. He feels he's been unfairly left out of the team. I feel like you've unfairly not scored enough goals. David. The importance of language and tone. So I'm disappointed that he's banned, but I love this guy. This is a signing, look. 375k, and he's an instrumental part of where we are going and what we are doing. So we're going to end once we've seen where we're leaving the episode. hopefully still in the top 2. This is tense. Everton have drawn and they're 5th, so they've fallen off. Charlton have won, but they're still 2nd. So we are going out top. We are just top. We've had a good run. We won, 7 in a row? Drew with Arsenal. Laboured a little bit against Birmingham. But we all know now that that's David Johnson's fault. So he might not even be here next time you come back. And maybe we will have someone in to replace Luna, he's not really cutting it this year, is he? I know he's not got fantastic stats, but he's always been a good producer for us in terms of his creativity, his dribbling, set pieces, some of the other things. Pace has never been his game, but it never stopped him last year, but it is stopping him this year. I'm thinking he's probably going to go on the transfer list and we'll get him out before the work permit becomes a problem, and we'll maybe try and get Vidar going a bit more, and maybe Gerrard, if we can get him converted. But thank you to everyone who's been tuning in, liking, commenting. Hopefully you're pleased with the progress we're making. We will be back. We probably won't. I might record the Arsenal episode, and if I need, I might fire it up as a short or just like a little one-off episode, maybe on Thursday before the main episode. Before the main episode on Monday, maybe as a little Saturday treat or something. But we probably won't be back for that. We will be trying to get through this little slate of games, maybe in the in 1 or 2 more episodes, so we can see where we're up to. But thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next episode.